So, yeah, we can have that conversation. You all set?
The tile needs to be done.
I was just checking. I set that up late, so I check it, but I think it's good.
But if I can't get it done, then
Join someone.
yeah, and I'll ask him to do it. I have his number, and I'll have his
Yeah, yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter at this point. That's true. All right, welcome everybody to the annual meeting. We're gonna go ahead and get this meeting started. We're gonna call it to order at 5:31 p.m. So this meeting, for some of the newer owners, we have this meeting every year. Basically, this meeting is for new board elections and for, also, you know, it works for, and to assign new positions of the board if necessary. In the seasons, we have biannual elections. This is not an election year, which means that the board automatically just rolls over to the next year. Nobody gets a chance to run. There's no elections. We just basically just roll over everybody, unless there are any positions that are changed in the board, which they are not. So this meeting is really more a formality than it is a meeting that requires any votes, which is why we didn't call and ask for proxies, because we don't need them. However, we will discuss some of the stuff that we did this year and some of the stuff that is to come next year. So that will be the information that we're gonna get in this meeting. So they're gonna go a little fast in regards to opening and closing the meeting, but we will have a discussion on what to expect and what has been done in the meeting in the building this year, okay? So we'll start with the first meeting, which is the annual membership meeting. Like I said, we called it to order at 5:31. Statement of no election, meaning there's no election this year, like I mentioned before. The board remains. President of the board is Mark Carmatz. Vice president is Andy Choi. Treasurer of the board is Nicholas Torello. Secretary is Sharon Scholl, who's not here at the moment. And our directors are Nivea Cordova Barrios, Robert DeGara, who's not here, and Joseph Kosh, who's not here either. We don't need to certify quorum because we don't need quorum because there's no vote. Proof of notice to meeting, it just says that there was a notice that was sent out to the association, letting everybody know there will be a meeting here. We also posted in the elevators, weeklies and stuff like that. We'll just ask the president of the board to please kindly sign this so we can file it. Oh, that's somebody sending messages. Oh, that's you? Or yeah. That's single business. That's definitely yours though.
It's there?
Yeah, it's up there. Laptop. Making noises. I'm speaking at you. All right, and then we're gonna read and approve the meeting minute from last year. Last year was an election year. However, nobody ran. So it was basically the same thing that's happening today because there was no election because nobody ran. So the meeting was very simple. It opened. We repeated the same names that we repeated today. We certified that we didn't need a quorum. I mean, it was basically the same thing as it was today. I emailed the minutes to the board months ago. I don't know if you guys remember that. But basically, the meeting minutes were simple. I mean, there was really nothing in the minutes other than we opened the meeting, we informed everybody that nobody ran, there was no election, nothing changed, we closed the meeting. So if I can get a motion to approve, we're gonna do one at a time, so we can do a motion to approve the membership meeting, please. Okay. Okay, second?
I'll second it.
Okay. Okay, and then we are going, like I said, we're going to explain a little bit of what's happening, but we just want to get the meetings out of the way. So if I get a motion to adjourn the membership meeting. And second, Nick, and meeting was adjourned at 5:35. There are two meetings, so we're going to open the second one. This is an organizational meeting, so we are going to go ahead and call this meeting to order at 5:35 p.m. This meeting is for the purpose of talking about the positions of the officers, which have not changed. I just mentioned the positions, they have not changed, they still remain the same. That we don't need any new bank signatures because the treasurer and the president are still the ones that signed the checks, and that has not changed. Distribution and collection of candidate certifications. There's a new law. All the board members have already received the link. They have until June to certify officially with the city of Fort Lauderdale. Nivea already did hers, and Robert DeGara already did hers. I'm sure the other 5 members will diligently do it very soon. Very soon.
Where is the new board member that you have?
Josh?
Yeah.
I don't know his whereabouts today.
It'd be nice if a new
Joe Cox?
person,
Yeah, I don't know what months exactly.
you know, if you have a new person, it'd be nice to meet and.
He's been on a while, but he doesn't make any.
Yeah, he's not new. He's been on a
He's been on a while.
Been on the board for a little while, but he doesn't live here full time, so he's not always here. He's been on the phone a couple of times. He communicates via email.
What he brings with him, and that's the reason I don't want people, I mean, people can do whatever they want. I hate people that come on the board to just be a face on the board. What Joe brings with him is, you know, when we had that flood and we brought that company in and it does water remediation from the big hurricane. That's what Joe's business is. So you see, the next time we have that, I have somebody in-house who can help pull us out of the mess that we're in.
Right.
So I really don't care if I see his face or not.
Well, It'd be nice if
Okay,
they.
but,
Yes.
but when you, when,
Sure,
You know,
it is.
It's,
come on.
That's fair. It's fair
Yeah.
to say that.
Yes,
It's fair.
absolutely.
It's fair. It's a board, there's 7 people on the board, you want to know everybody in the
And
board. I get it.
especially when you have a new person, and you're calling this the annual meeting.
I will
I'm
obligate you to
sorry,
be here on the
folks,
next
the
meeting.
annual
Yes,
meeting
but
is
he's
Well,
not
we'll
a
have many
big
more.
party.
This is more the
we'll have
informal
more,
one.
but he's not in town.
Yeah, but when you sent the notice out, you said it's an annual meeting. And an annual
But the
meeting
law
used to be a
doesn't-
the law
party,
doesn't
you
state
used to
that.
be able to meet people.
But the law don't say.
Okay,
You know, they don't call it an annual meeting,
We have to go.
Well, we
that's
have
the
to
name
by
of
law, right?
all right? But then, I mean, not having
change
a
it
party.
to year.
all right, get it.
The first
Noted.
yearly meeting.
I'll tell him next year, he has to be here, no matter what. Don't care where he's at. All right.
But
So,
we make sure we have a quorum, that's the main thing.
I understand your concern.
Yeah,
You wanna be-
100%.
And we'll let him know. We'll let him know that he needs to show up to the meeting one of these days. If we can adjourn this meeting so we can talk about what everyone here, can I get a motion to adjourn the meeting, please?
Yeah, let's do
And
that.
second,
I'll second it.
Mark, okay. So meeting is adjourned at 5:38. All right, so now let's talk about, there was a lot of things that took place in 2024 in the building. There really was. Compared to other years, I've been here almost, 7.5 years. And last year was probably the year that we had the most, mostly because of city, state, county. I don't even know who mandates all these things, but somebody's mandating them and we're obligated to do them. So because of that, we started and completed the installation of the sprinkler system in all the hallways, one inside every door, in the lobby, in all common areas on the first floor, because the only sprinklers that we had were in the garage before. Now we have sprinklers everywhere. With that came the new soffits that we installed in all the ceilings, and with that came the new lighting in the hallways, which will allow us to eliminate the big bulky light fixtures that are on the wall. That's to come in 2025. 2024, we did the ceilings, we did the sprinkler system. We also did the tile installation in the elevators, vestibule in the garage. We started the tile installation in the hallways and laundry rooms. We completed the elevator modernization and installation of the display screens in the new elevators and buttons and call buttons in the hallways. I wouldn't say we're 100% completed with the elevator modernization because they are still owing us a couple of different things that they need to tweak. The modernization has nothing to do with the remodel of the inside of the cab. That's going to be separate. But we need to complete the modernization. We need to finish all the inspections. Once that's all said and done, we will start looking into what we're going to do with the inside of the elevator. But that has already been funded by you guys. It was part of the special assessment that we are collecting now. So we do have funds to do something to the elevators inside. Other things that we did last year was the pool furniture. We repaired some. What do you call this in that we did?
We recovered the fabric.
The repulsor, the lounge chairs, and we bought new chairs. So that was done last year. We installed several electrical panels around the building, some in the garage level, some in the laundry rooms. I think we did probably 5 different new electrical panels that we.
Some of them due to insurance,
Some-
telling us mandating
I
it.
think you did a
Correct.
barbecue also.
We did replace.
We replaced one grill.
We replaced one
It
of
just
the
rotted
grills.
out.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we're across the street from the beach, so it's a constant thing where we gotta replacing things. But we did get a new grill last year. We also got a new ice machine last year. The one that we had out there eventually died, and we bought one and we installed it inside. We redid the kitchen to fit the ice machine inside, and that was a good move because the ice machine is working fine. What else did we do? We installed a new garage gate. As you can see, the garage gate needs some work because we bought the gate. The gate is good quality. It weighs like a huge percentage less than the other one weighed. It's a nicer looking gate. However, they are door manufacturers, not gate installers. So they ran into some issues where they were installing the gate. So what we have done is we've contacted our gate installer, who we trust. He's already bought the parts. He will be here within the next 2 weeks, and the gate will be installed properly, and it will look nice. They're going to change the cart that moves the chain. We're going to replace all that. So
And the tracks too, right?
And the center track
Yeah.
It's gonna be replaced. and the chain. Yes, we're gonna get there. We, started the hallway renovations. Second floor is getting there. We are going to be adding peepholes to the doors. And so the ones on the second floor are going to be done,
We'll
Oh, you
retrofit
retrofit
those,
those.
and the new from 3 up will have them.
will come already with the people, but they are gonna be included. So if you.
It's not required by anything, but a number of people expressed a desire, so.
Yeah, and they used to have them before, so the right thing
Yeah.
to do is to make sure that they have them still. The project right now, the tile installation has gone all the way up to the 11th floor. We still, the only thing we're missing is grout in about half of those floors, which is gonna be done next week. Laundry room tile has also gone all the way up to the 8th floor. They're gonna be doing 9th, 10th, and 11th next week. And then we will be done with the tiles all the way up to the 11th floor, and then we can continue moving upwards, removing carpets, laying down soundproofing, installing tiles in the 12th all the way up to the 17th floor. So that's gonna start happening next month, probably.
Some doors should continue, we just talked to Josh, doors are gonna continue for 3, 4, 5, as.
Yeah, there's manufacturing right now.
As enough floors are done, we're gonna do maybe like 3 and then 4 consecutively right after.
Correct. And we also changed what we were gonna do with the laundry room walls. We first wanted to do like a knockdown, but that did not cover the blocks, the center blocks. They were still, you could still see them.
Still look like a
So
jail.
it didn't really do what we wanted it to do. So we went with a different, you might wanna explain that, Nick? You
Just
know
a
the-
full stucco, like an exterior smooth coat stucco, like in the elevator vestibule, the double elevator down, when you take it all the way to parking. If you look at that, it's painted white. That's what the interior of the laundry room looks like.
Yeah, no,
So
much
it's,
nicer.
you know, the challenge in there was we tried to do it, you know, as budget friendly as we could for very, very low money with the knockdown, because the room is, you know, minimally vented, humidity from dryers, humidity from washers, you know, exposed plumbing, et cetera. So you really can't put drywall in there, even if it's screen board and mold and mildew over time, you just can't. So it really was knockdown, Rich didn't do the job, so we decided for nominally additional money, which we did already fund, you know, we're gonna put a final stucco on it, and it's gonna be indelible for 30, 40 years.
Unlike previous years, we actually funded additional money with a special assessment for this particular reason. So we ran into something where we needed more money. We weren't creating a deficit, but we had enough cushion to do
And
that.
we had some savings with the doorknobs too.
Yeah,
That was,
Oh,
we
yeah.
budgeted way more.
over budget.
And we ended up getting a
good
great
on
deal.
the new door handles.
So money-wise, in the whole project, we're doing very good so far. So that, we don't have any
So
issues.
there will be new keys and everything, or is it punch?
Yeah, yes, there will be, the doorknobs has key entry, thumbprint entry, code entry, or remote entry to your phone. You can set it up and you can choose whichever is best for you to use, but it does have a key.
You want the remote, right? We bought a fair amount of them up front, sort of a little plug-in node that just goes somewhere inside the unit and an electrical outlet in close enough proximity to the door. And then you can remote open from your home or wherever you are in your job.
Yeah.
So if you want that. I think
To
they-
the
what did we say?
doorknob.
It's like $20.
That goes to
20
Wi-Fi.
bucks and 20 bucks per, and it'll send a signal so that you can open it remote.
So basically, the little the doorknob itself
It's called
right
a
now
gateway.
does not connect to your Wi-Fi. It connects via Bluetooth to your phone, so you can set it up. If you want to connect it via Wi-Fi, so if you're out of town and you have somebody coming in and you want to remotely let them in, that little, what's it called? Gateway costs $20. You plug it inside, it sets up, it links to your phone and to your doorknob, and you're all set.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, those three.
It seems
That's kind of what we wanted. to
Thumbprint is
do.
the best
Yeah,
way.
thumbprint I did, and then if somebody comes and I'm up at home out of state, I could just open the door.
Yeah,
Pretty
Then
good. It's
open the
convenient.
bed, open, close, lock.
Great.
no, it's absolutely.
Something you didn't know you needed until you have it.
No.
Any issues you have with it or no? Any issues or anything, performance issues yet or anything?
No.
Okay, perfect, excellent.
Good, yeah. The doorknobs actually ended up being exactly what we discussed in the previous meeting. We were trying to find a doorknob that gave you the keyless entry, but then some people wanted to connect to Wi-Fi, and we didn't know how to find two that looked exactly the same. This kind of solved the problem, because you can have it with or without, it's your choice,
Manual key if you want
Yeah,
to.
and they will all be the same. So,
Each unit will set up their own if they want to.
correct. Yeah, it's easy setup. We can help, but it's an easy setup.
Much easier than they have.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some people don't
Yeah.
care for the Wi-Fi, they don't even want it. Some people do want it, so
Right.
this gives everybody the option. Okay, laundry rooms, and then, like Ann said, we are transitioning, like we mentioned before, to a new cable and Wi-Fi. It's all gonna be fiber optic. It has been a longer process than we anticipated, if we're being honest, but they have ran all the wires down each stack, and they have already set up all the wiring on the roof. Today, they started splicing the wires, which is connecting to their box and to each unit. So they're kind of dividing the wires. That's gonna take about a week, and they've already ordered the parts that they need in order to bring them into each unit. They told us that they should be ready for February 17th is when they will begin launching the new Wi-Fi and cable. It will be much faster internet speed, better TV, it's gonna be an absolute upgrade, but February 17th is the date they gave us today. So hopefully they will stick with that. It does depend on them. It depends on the parts arriving, is what they told. But they will let us know way before the 17th.
Mario, there was a conversation in the lobby this weekend about, it's a problem I'm having and other people were complaining that they are having, where the internet is so terrible that their television is buffering all the time. Mark today suggested to me that I call Opticatel and let them reboot. So I'm just saying it now, if anybody's having that problem, call and let them reboot. We're gonna just have to deal with this until the 17th, and after that, it's gonna be so fast, it won't.
Yeah.
Well, I think you can actually even do it yourself with the
Oh, yes.
touchstone. You don't have to get a
I-
rep technically. I think you can do a restart, reboot to the TV system.
Well, sometimes, because you're still on
Are we
Dish,
signaling, you mean another
you're still on
signal?
Dish, you're not, you're on the new system,
Yeah.
but, yeah, with Dish, they gotta send a
I
signal.
have to call them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta call them, and again, if it's more than one try and you can't get them to
What
solve the
is
problem.
the issue that you're
Oh.
having?
What?
What is the issue that you're having?
It fixes. And it
Okay.
fixes even the stuff that is recorded at an earlier time. I cannot even see my old recordings, they fix or two. So I called Optical, tell me, unplug everything. They read, and I had to do it at least twice a week the last.
And that's
3
gonna
weeks.
happen until the 17th,
Since
but
I
all we're
came back,
asking
you know.
is bear with it until the 17th.
But the internet should
I'm
be
having
solid.
that problem.
I think what
with my-
Erica
Everything
said-
should be solid.
Erica is a coax cable issue.
I know, right?
Right.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And also, they left a corner hanging by my window.
They left it by everybody's.
Right, and my dog happens to see that in the wind, and when it moves, she barks.
Well, then there's
Now I
a simple
have two
solution, get
dogs
some duct
moving
tape.
next door. My dog never
I thought the
barks.
simple solution was
She's
get rid of the
barking all the time. You know, between the coil and the two
dog.
dogs.
It's gotta tie it up away from the window.
I did that to mine. I just took mine and I took a little bit of duct tape and I taped it to my
It's-
balcony.
I will have to climb a ladder, I have to get my window open, which is really hard. I can't do it.
Well, then maybe you should call Mario and ask him if he could come and help you.
Yeah, calling me during the week is a lot better than saying it in a meeting. It's done a lot faster.
No, and I'm saying, Mark, you're right when you're saying that we can reboot the new.
I know, but that doesn't help me rebooting
Something
it.
with hers, yeah, it's not.
My problem is, for some reason, because all C apartments have no signal in their bathrooms and master bedrooms.
Okay.
All C apartments,
Oh,
I'm
that's-
on
what else have they
WhatsApp,
come?
All right, the other new thing that's coming, and,
so it's done, that's the one.
you guys should have all received an email today for the new platform. We're moving away from Grid, we're going into Building Link, mostly because Grid decided to just triple their prices for no improvement, just because they wanted to charge more, so it was an easy Grid, and we moved to Building Link, which I personally have been trying to move into because I have heard from many buildings that it is a much better platform. And if you log into it, you will see that it is. What we had before was just a website where you could access files, is really all it was. Now it's an actual portal. You open it up, you have different options, you can go there. We're gonna be tweaking some stuff as we did today. For example, we realized that there is a bulletin board, which we didn't have before. I think that's a great idea. It will have to be whatever you add to it. I get an email and I would approve it, so it doesn't just show up. You can't just put whatever you want. But for example, somebody did that, I approved it, and it immediately sent a notification via email to everybody. That would drive people insane. So we already eliminated that. You will still be able to add, I will still approve it, it will still show on the bulletin board, but people are not gonna get an email anymore. So as we get to know this platform, we'll tweak a few things and kind of make it better, but just for the little bit that I saw today, it is a much better platform, and it's very user-friendly. Please log in, make sure you have it running, and if you have any issues, let us know. We will be canceling Grid in about a month, and then Grid will no longer be an option. What we're gonna do is the new website attached to it. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna, once we cancel Grid, we own the domain, so we will just link that website address to the new one. So there's no confusion. Other things that we are going to be doing very recently, we replaced this new AC, I forgot to mention that. So this room used to get extremely hot, very hot. So what we did just recently, this last month, or this month.
In the closet.
We installed a new AC handler connected to the chiller for this room only. So we will not have that. I mean, this room used to get like a sauna at 12 o'clock. So now you will have its own AC. We are also going to be replacing the AC in the lobby, which right now it has a temporary fix that has lasted, but it's not gonna last forever. So that's gonna be replaced. It was already approved and it was already sent to our AC contractor. And another thing that was already also approved and sent to our contractors is we're installing exhaust fans in the roof, not installing, reactivating exhaust fans. They were there sometime in the past, they were eliminated, God knows why. They removed all the motors from it, so now we're purchasing new motors, we're reactivating all the exhaust fans. I don't know what's connected to that because there's been so many remodels, but it will definitely help the air quality in the building. You know, hopefully you will smell your neighbors cooking a little less.
Hopefully better
You
than.
know, it will just be better.
Extracted out.
So that's gonna get started this week. I think tomorrow they're gonna start on that. And every second. I think that's it for 2025.
On the C stack.
You guys have any? Yeah, we're gonna start on the C stack.
Oh.
Anything to add that you guys did think of?
I think we could.
I think that's it, right? Do you guys have any questions?
Still on the dish TV, right?
Yes, we are still on the Dish TV.
Now we
right
are, it won't still be.
It won't be, no, the new program will not be Dish.
No, but I'm saying it's unfortunate because there's no local ABC and no local funds.
Correct.
Precisely.
Still gonna
Right.
remain.
Yeah, 3 weeks. No, it won't. It will not.
We'll get
The new system will not be
back.
Dish. Yeah, the new system will be IPTV
It's IPTV
controlled
and
by
fiber optic.
Optical 100%. It will no longer be on Dish. So we will have all the local channels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alcatel-Cel's just a broker, so they gave us Dish, now they're saying Dish is out, we don't want that anymore, now we're using IPTV.
And it's their own. They partnered up with a big money
That's
firm.
like,
Yeah.
no, there's no local ABC, like, there's no.
We will have everything,
local-
yeah.
We will not have.
Fox Sports also, all the locals, some other addition, yeah, we sent out a thing of all the channels.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll
You-
try to send it, but yeah.
You said at one of the last meetings that you will have some training down here for people to learn the new stuff.
Yeah.
When they roll it out.
We'll set it up once they roll it
Like
out.
we did Dish, the same thing, they came, they showed it on the TV, how to do it, it's real intuitive.
And they're willing to meet with somebody if they require extra training. They say they will meet with them one-on-one and help out. So, yeah, but we will set up a training for everybody here. We'll send the video, and then if more training is required in person, they'll offer
And better if you show me.
it. Yeah, we'll show you, all right? Yeah,
He
we'll show
will
you.
help you, Erica.
I know, but you know, I cannot always call Steve and say, hey, Steve, come and help.
He will let Steve on.
He should be on the payroll.
No, he always do it.
All right. So I don't have anything else, unless you guys have any questions. You guys are free to go. Can you please sign this for me? Minutes? Anyway. Right here, this one. Oh, actually, all 4 pages. Yeah, okay. And then I'll stamp it.
I still feel we should have a party, an annual party.
Um,
Honestly.
Will you organize it?
We
We should have a party.
You know, it costs so much money to live here now, come on.
So why
fantastic.
don't
You need
you
to
organize,
Just the planning of
everybody
it.
says, I
Don't worry.
want something, I want a Christmas tree,
No
I
one's
have to
turning
do
down
it,
a
I
party.
want this, well, somebody else has to do it. Why don't you just organize it?
Well, the board used to set it up, we used to have a.
Okay, but this board, this particular board here,
Never did.
does
Set it up.
so much other stuff that the other boards never did anything. So wouldn't it be nice if other people, because we're just people who live here just like you, volunteer and do something. You
We're gonna
want
have
it,
the
no
Erica
problem,
Party
run,
Committee.
go for it.
You could go
Start
for it.
right now.
Go for it.
Little
It's just-
adjunct social director, that's. what we
Yeah,
call it.
but the thing is, see, you don't even know the people. Some people only come in the winter time. It's nice to
Doesn't,
get to know
okay,
each
so
other.
have a party.
I agree with you though, I agree.
I
with you.
agree.
I mean,
Yeah, but-
We've done a couple parties here and they were nice, and it was nice to see everybody.
Wherever
We
you
should-
live, you know your neighbors.
For
You
Lister's
can't
party,
forget where
it
you-
was lovely, just organize one, we'll all come.
Give us a date.
Yeah, we'll all come.
Pick a date. We can put it out in the
We'll
weekly updates.
Put it on the bulletin board.
Does it make sense to do it before the end of season, if you want more people here, like you want to do it in
Right,
March,
it
beginning of
should be
April,
then.
or, you do it in July, it's
How
gonna
about
be
we
a
do a
board, right?
Valentine's
You know?
party? Wanna do a Valentine's party?
No, that's
Set it
too
up.
mushy. Let's just do a
That's all.
annual meeting, party week, you know. You know.
That's true, right. I was gonna say partner up, but right, you know, she's not around.
No, it's
So maybe
just
we
like
can do
meet
like
your
a-
neighbors.
The
give them-
spring
Okay,
fling
so
in
we can
March,
set something up like
a
that.
spring fling.
Let's be on that.
Sure,
All right,
That's
Brianna.
that's easy.
Man, we'll get her to set
Listen,
something
guys,
up.
tell me when you want the party and what you wanna call it, and we'll set it up.
All right,
What, end of February? Gotta give some time. Hey, you gotta give us some input.
You
Yeah.
can't throw out something
But
and not have a
but
solution.
not Valentine's, because Valentine's is kind of a personal thing with people. And there's so much going on with,
All right.
Right.
yeah, we'll do it.
Party, get out, on the boat.
it's a meet your neighbors thing.
I like it.
All right. With that being said, I'm going home.
I know you are.
Good night, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
All right.
I like it. Meet your neighbor party is a good idea.
I like it. My
My
wife liked it. My wife was like, "Hey, you gotta know what maybe she can help you." Yeah, we all have us. He is good. He had pink eye last week. I mean, he's sick on him. Not baby on him, but he's normal. He's okay. He's gonna be a year.